All right, everyone calm down. Everyone chill the fuck out. We're here. We're here. The boys are back, okay? Do not worry. We're back in action. We're fucking bringing the heat. You're listening to another episode of Loud About Nothing. All right, everyone chill the fuck out, okay? It's me. It's your boy, that fucking straight smoke show, the hottest dude in comedy. You know I got that cutie patootie look going on. Fucking Seabass Provolone himself, Sebastian Canelli. And he's sitting here. He's here every single week. The boy is cute to boot, okay? He's got a fucking smile that will kill. His traps are getting small, but we don't mind. It's Robbie boy. Robbie, say what's up.
What's up, Sebastian?
This is beautiful. We got fire.
I'm excited. Yeah, we got one of my closest friends and
Yes.
funniest people that I know. He
This
once
is-
altered my laugh. I was laughing so hard in his apartment that my laugh changed for
This
like
is epic.
6 months after I was wheezing. Every
This-
time I would laugh, I would wheeze.
That's it. That's what we want to hurt people with laughter. We're not here to make your life easier.
That might happen.
Yeah, we want to hurt you motherfuckers out there. All the hotties listening to this podcast. This dude is straight fire, okay? We only do the hottest, and he's one of the hottest. He's reoccurring on TV. He's in fucking movies. He's an actor, a writer, a renaissance man. Move over, Da Vinci, because we got Tarik Lowe, bro. Tarik, what's up?
Yo, it's great to be here, man. Finally sitting down with you, motherfucker.
Yes.
Yes.
This is it. This is the beautiful, bro. Thank you so much for doing this.
Hey, man, I'm happy to be here.
Yes. So your boys with Robbie. So tell me that you two used to go out and party, huh?
Robbie's my main man.
Once upon a time.
Once
Yeah.
upon a time. So let's get the dish, because people love to hear about Robbie's a romantic life, because we're worried about it. Was he ever good at like talking to girls or anything like that?
Listen, I've witnessed Robbie in these streets, okay? I've seen him. I've seen him way too many drinks deep.
Uh-huh.
In pre-hookup mode with a chick in the club,
Uh-huh.
like ready to I'm not ready to fall in love, but I feel like he's seen some of the worst of me,
Yeah.
when it comes to the club, some of the best of me and some of the worst of me.
Of course, it's a fine line in
yes,
the club.
yes.
It's a fine line.
Just to get this out of the way, I
Okay.
used to be a partier, drinker, whatever. I was a what you got. I was a what you got guy.
Oh, what you-
Which I say, you want to get fucked up? What you got, motherfucker? What we doing?
Of course, you don't gotta tell me. I was taking pills from cabinets. I was eating pills from cabinets, bro.
So I used to be out, and Robbie would see me going to work. I mean, I'm pretty good in these streets, you know.
And he means, when he says in these streets, he legitimately means in these streets.
Yeah,
on the street. Multiple
sometimes.
times I would turn around, he'd be talking to somebody on the corner. Next
Man,
thing
quick.
you know, we're inviting them, so we're going out. We would meet people legitimately on the corner of 14th and 8th.
Yes, absolutely.
And then be at the Dream Hotel. Remember the one night we met them on the corner of 14th and 8th? They
Right on the street,
texted
baby.
you 20 minutes later. They're like, I forgot what you looked like. We and you were taking a selfie photo shoot. And then they're
Absolutely.
like, all right, come to the Dream Hotel.
Come straight to the hotel.
We went to the Dream Hotel and we were sitting out on the balcony till 6 a.m. We didn't hook up with them or anything. We were just sitting there talking until 6 a.m.
Yes, that's right. I'm what you call an opener and a closer.
Wow.
So you know.
Wow.
But I'm also taken now. I have a fiance that I love dearly. But I used to be out there having fun, man. And Robbie was around for a lot of it.
That's
All right,
For a lot of it. I
That's-
taught you something, Robbie. You remember what I taught you? You remember what I taught you?
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Try
one of the
say it in a
greatest-
PC way. Try say it in a
Try
PC
saying it in a PC way.
Well, we were out one night and Tarik
Mhm.
was doing Tarik. He had a little issue at the door with the bouncer. So I know that he's already on one. He's like, don't worry, I got in. And he also knows a lot of people. No, it just cost me an extra $50 to get in. So it was one of those kind of nights.
The bouncer, let me just say what happened. The bouncer found drugs on me
Okay.
and charged me to buy my drugs back.
Jesus. Welcome to the United States of America, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
That is capitalism at a fucking prime. I love this.
He charged me to do my own drugs. He charged me back for my own drugs. That was some real shit. So anyways,
yeah, he's dancing around, dancing with all these people, and he was with somebody I would not normally see Tarik with, and I was just like, I know that he's a little. I was like, maybe I'll just check in with him, see if he's good. So I like whisper his ear. I'm like, yo, man, you good with everything right now? And he just turns to me in the most sincere way. He's like, I like people who like me.
she was a bigger lady. She was a bigger lady.
Okay.
I'm equal. I was equal opportunity back in the day. I was equal opportunity.
As you should be, bro.
But I think that's a beautiful. I like people that like me. It's like, don't waste
Yeah.
your time on people that don't really like you, and like, don't chase after people that you just want validation. I like took it in a way deeper meaning where he was probably just maybe throwing something away at me.
And you're actually just
but
fucked up as shit, and you're just trying to justify dancing with something.
No, I think my exact words were, I like bitches that like me.
Exactly. You said keep it PG.
Hey, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with liking love. There's nothing wrong with that.
I love love. I love love. Love is such
love.
a great feeling. Like I was falling in love with I've fallen in love with everything. I've fallen in love like a few times in a year. You know what I'm saying?
But nice.
I was just open. I always had an open heart.
That's it. You have to allow yourself to fall in love. Because it's like all the love. This is a hippie. I said this before. All love exists inside of you. It's if you just let it out.
Exactly. You actually experience your love for yourself with another person. Boom.
Yes.
That's real shit.
That's some real shit right there. And you were experiencing your love with that person that night.
That night I was.
You had a couple of you were juicing. You were fucking Sammy Sosa in that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Mark McGuire fucking that love a little bit. I know that.
That was back in the day.
That's
and
now you have a fiance. That's so beautiful.
Now I have a fiance. We have a home in Germany. I'm in Los Angeles in my apartment now. Life has changed so much. Listen, I have nothing against drinking. I still love people drinking around me. I'm like all about it. But for me personally, the best decision I ever made was deciding to stop drinking and stop doing drugs. That's the best decision I ever made in my life. It just expanded my universe so much. I immediately found the girl that I'm with. We fell in love like 4 months later. Oof. And then it's been about 2 years and some change. And it's just been beautiful, man.
There's some stuff that drugs can't give you that it actually prevents you from having.
That's a fact.
And I think that I did a bunch of drugs, and I'm open about that. And I think it's great for me because I have tons of empathy for people. I go, oh, you're fucked up in this type of way. I understand that. I was one step away from that, or I was that, Yeah. But since I stopped doing that stuff, I'm open to so many more experiences.
Yeah, absolutely. You actually nothing ever leaves you. You just fill it with other things, like I had a big world of partying, getting whatever to keep me going through the night. Now I wake up, I go for runs. I enjoy. I'm still rocking. I'm still party. I'm still listening to All About the Benjamins dancing when I'm running. I'm falling off treadmills dancing.
Yes.
But I'm still hyped. I still get to be that guy. I just don't have anything blocking. It's all real now.
Nah, it doesn't feel like you even needed the drugs. You were so outgoing. You're so charismatic. I don't think you need any of that.
Extremely. He would start freestyling for a room of 80 people. Everybody would be like, "Is he paid entertainment?"
All the time. All the time.
It was not paid entertainment.
No, all the time. That was my favorite thing to do. It's still freestyle. Still one of my favorite things to do. That is one thing that is less fun when you're not fucked up.
Yes.
Yes.
I never freestyled except for the few times in a car with my boys when I couldn't open my eyes. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
Those are the only times I've ever dropped a freestyle is when I wasn't even in my body.
Yeah, no, I know. And sometimes the realest shit comes out of that too. So it's like it's one of those things. I told Robbie that improving is the way white guys freestyle. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We went to one of
Wow,
your
that's a
shows.
quotable. That's a quotable. I love that. That's what we should
It
put on the
is.
new UCB.
We went to one of your shows where it was like, yeah, cage match. And at the end, I was like, Tarik, what'd you think? He's like, yeah, I liked it. I just still think this is just freestyle rap for white people.
100%.
It is. It is. It is. That's how you guys do your freestyle.
You were a child actor though, right?
I was. I got started in the business early. I just knew I was gonna be an actor when I was like 9. I knew I was gonna be an actor.
Really? What was your first big gig?
My first big gig was I was Captain Crunch. I was in the Captain Crunch commercial when I was 10.
Oof. One, awesome gig. Two, favorite cereal. So I want to just say right off the bat, I'm a fan. Okay.
I wish it was just Captain Crunch. It was Peanut Butter Crunch. If you like Peanut Butter Crunch, then it's just not as high as the Captain Crunch.
It's
The
not
Captain
a
Crunch
classic.
make it happen. I'm the first black dude to say you and the Cap and make it happen in a commercial.
You're breaking through ceilings,
I
bro.
was number one, and that was my first. That was my third audition and my first job. I got that when I was 10. Basically, I'll give you a little quick story.
Yeah.
When I was 9, I lived in Virginia, and this guy Ryan Prosser, he lived across the street from me. He asked me, "What are you gonna do when you move to New Jersey?" And I was like, "I'm gonna be an actor." And he didn't laugh at me. You know, it was like one of those. It was that years when you get laughed at for saying dumb shit, and he was like, I can see that. So I went to school. I moved from my mom's house. I moved to my dad's house, and he lived in Teaneck, New Jersey. Teaneck, and
represent North Jersey. I love this.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm there for like maybe a month. And I go into the newspaper and I find an acting manager and I call her. Myself, 10 years old. I say, hi, yeah, I want to be an actor. This is how I talk back then. I want to be an actor. I was very eloquent. I still had eloquence, you know what I mean? But it was childlike. And she thought it was very impressive that a young boy called her. And she said, well, can you get your parents to take you? I said, yeah, I try to tell my dad to take me. So I told my dad, you got to take me to this acting lady. And he took me. She signed me on the spot. She gave me a 4-year contract on the spot. And
yes.
And I just started. That's how I started rocking. Next thing I was like that same week, I went to ABC and auditioned for when they used to have TV movies. They used to have the television movies.
Yes, I remember.
I auditioned for one of those at ABC, almost shit my pants. I was so nervous. I'm a little kid in a room with a bunch of adults, but I found this world that I could play in that I enjoyed. And it was about just showing myself to other people and unapologetically letting that be what it was. And I thought that that's what acting was. And then I didn't find out really what it was until I was about 20 something. But
Tarik, when you went back to school, did people know that you were on Captain Crunch?
I was
were they
a fucking man.
Shit.
You were the man.
I was the fucking man. Anybody watching this from Teaneck knows me. That knows me knows. In 6th grade, you couldn't tell me shit.
Of course, because 1, you're on TV. 2, you're on for a cereal that parents won't even let in kids' houses.
That's true. You
might as well have been a cigarette commercial at that point.
Exactly. I was rough, man. I was from the streets.
Yes.
That was a sugary ass cereal. That shit is 30 grams of sugar in that cereal.
You were a bad kid with that fucking Captain Crunch commercial.
That's also like a time where everybody's trying to figure out themselves. Like everyone is at their peak insecurity, and Tarik is just at his peak security. I know who I am.
I was the man. There was a girl in the school that I thought was so pretty. Her name was Tiffany, and I was a new kid. So once I got on that commercial, I was like, yo. That was back before you actually hollered at a girl. You tell your friends, "Oh, look, I like Tiffany." Okay.
Yes.
So let that should be known. I'm gonna be eating my food and shit. And you just tell
Open
her.
up the rumor mill because I like Tiffany. Let her know I got a watch she could wear if she wants to wear a watch.
Exactly.
Bro.
We doing it.
Yes.
Yeah. And I had Tiffany. Tiffany was my fake girlfriend at 6th grade. She was my first fake girlfriend. But it was that was how I started. And then I basically did a lot of commercials. Throughout those years, I don't even know how many national commercials I did.
And that's when commercials were money. Now it's all fucking
money.
bullshit.
Money.
Back then you could live and have a nice situation.
Yeah, yeah. I made very, very good money off of the Captain Crunch Captain Crunch spots. They ran for 2 years and they ran all the time. I mean, in the morning, Saturday mornings, to wake up, you watching Recess, Pepper Ann, all that. I'm on. It's like
What
you and the
year was
cat make it
this?
happen. This is 1997.
I was watching, bro.
You were watching. You
I
saw me.
was watching. I was a fan. You know, I fucked with
You
Pepper.
saw
Ann,
me.
okay?
Pepper Ann, must do cool for 7th grade. Yo, she's like 1 in a million. Yo, I remember that, man. I used to watch, but I was watching all that stuff to see me. You know, I was watching and like, it never stopped blowing my mind. I had one of my friends, Dan Schechter. He asked me, you know, why do you act? And I said to him, you know, I think I act because I want to watch myself.
Wow.
And there's probably a ton of other reasons why, but I enjoy watching myself be good at something.
Can I tell you something? I watch myself do like comedy stuff. If I film it as something, I watch it back. I laugh. I think I'm very funny.
Yeah, exactly. That's the win. That's the win. If you can be your own fan, you won.
I watch me and I go, he's good. I go,
this guy's
got
good.
some fucking moves.
This guy's good, man.
And I think that you do need that. If you don't
do.
believe in yourself, who the fuck's gonna?
Come on, man. You got to be your own fan. But
But
you got to know you're a star.
One of the first times I met Tarik, you were telling me about your audition prep, what you do in the room.
Oh,
what do you do?
I don't know if you still do it, but like I met you 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
I've gone through a lot of different changes in my career.
And he's dead ass serious telling me this, not a smile or a joke at all on his face.
For years, I would go into before I go to an audition, I'll go, you fucking God, man. Don't make me laugh. I could probably lift this ground up with my mind if I tried. That's real shit.
No, he would say it in the room. He would be saying.
So I would walk to the audition, be saying this, right? Then I get to the audition and I turn my back to everybody.
No.
You fucking God, man.
Oh my God. And the person behind you is going,
exactly. Unique New York. You're fucking God, man.
And you got 2 fingers on your temples looking at the fucking coffee trying to make it percolate, bro.
Word? Bro, Sebastian, you do that in the room and you change the temperature in that motherfucker. I'm dead ass. I go, you God. And then by the time, and then they go, Tarik, I go, yeah. Humble guy comes out. Humble regular guy comes out, but God is in there before she walks out. And I think that the reason why I would do that is because what you need to bring into that room is presence. You got to bring presence, something that they go. I've gotten jobs that I know that I got because when I walked in that room, I got a job on a show called Major Crimes. And all right, this is a kind of cool story. So I'm auditioning. There's another guy in front of me. I don't want to say his name, but he was on a very popular show that a lot of people watched, right? And he's the main guy. So I'm trying out to play his brother on the show. He's trying out to play the Reverend. I'm trying out to play the brother. So I'm sitting next to him, looking at his watch. He got a Rolex on. He's got the suit on. I'm like, this guy's definitely getting it.
Yeah.
And I kind of look like this dude. I could easily be his brother. So when he goes in, I can hear him and he's killing it. And I was like, good. He's going to get it. I'm going to walk in and look just like his brother and they're going to hire me. So I had ultimate confidence before I walked into that room. I walked in there and I did what is very rare for an actor. I had a blue flame. There's a red flame that you know, that should have light a cigarette or something.
Okay.
You know
I'm on board now. Yes.
I had a blue flame.
You were propane, bro. You were the bottom of the fucking fire.
If you even near it, it's gonna burn you.
Yes. You are white hot. Yes. It's like
white hot.
Yes.
Whatever the sun is when it blows up, that's what I was. and I had a blue flame in that room, and I killed because the executive producer of the show was on there. It was for a recurring role on a show called Major Crimes.
Yeah.
So I walk out, and I brought such energy to that room. I felt it. I walk out and I see these two guys. They're waiting. They're in the same seats that me and the other guy are in. They're on deck, right?
Yeah.
So they're kind of looking at me with that look, like, how'd it go?
How'd it go? It's the funniest question always. How'd it go? Like, I don't know you, bro.
Sebastian, wait till you see this answer. I looked at both of them. I looked at both of them right in their irises.
Oof.
And I went, bang, bang.
What?
Blue flame.
Bring the guns at them. Boom, boom.
If I'm lying, I'm flying. I swear to God. I love. I said, boom, boom. And you know what? If I ever see those guys again, I will apologize because nobody likes to have that happen to them before they go into an audition.
No. Oh my God.
But I did. I said that's exactly what I did. I said I said bang bang, not boom boom. I said bang bang, and I just walked out.
Wow.
And
this was like, one of the first,
dick.
maybe the second or third time I met Tarik. He was telling me the I'm a God Tarik story.
Yeah.
Completely serious. I was like, I like this guy. He's
I think that you need to have
he's
that.
not
hype.
boring.
I think before I would do comedy shows, I blast music in my headphones, hip hop, because hip hop does it right. You don't even drop a mixtape and you say you're the best that ever did it. You know what I mean?
And you don't have to be nobody. Everybody is the best.
It could be somebody's cousin and they're the best that ever did it. You know?
Absolutely.
Before I go on stage, as I'm walking to a theater, I'm blasting hip hop in my ears because that's who I am. And I don't think in the comedy world there's enough hype like that. And because I think it's frowned upon. You're supposed to be humble, yada, yada. But it is, you have to hype yourself up and then bring yourself there. I think
Absolutely.
You articulated so beautifully.
Yeah.
But for me, the transition after an audition is hard too, because then I'll start replaying stuff in my head. I won't even replay how I did it. I'll start replaying how I said hello and goodbye. So I do this new thing now. Where I would sit on a bench and I go, I'm going to play one song and I have one song to think about that audition. After that, I'm on to the next.
Right.
I give myself 3 minutes to fucking lament over this shit and then I move on. I guess I was never walking out of audition saying bang, bang to people, you know?
That's rare. And I tell you, it's a blue flame for a reason because it doesn't have, it's very rare. It's very rare that you just in that spot. I booked it. But here's the other thing.
Imagine you didn't book it and you told that whole story. That would be so funny. And by the way, I didn't get it. I never went in for that casting director ever again. They hated me.
One of the guys I banged got it.
One of the guys got scared, told on you, and they fucking booked the role.
No, but here's the best part. I booked the part, but I booked the part that the guy in front of me. I didn't even try out for that part. It was a bigger part. I got that part. I played the Reverend. And the dude who played my brother, RJ Smith, was Blue Flame 2. I was doing scenes with him. I don't know who's better. I feel like I was God, but this motherfucker must be a demigod or something. You know? Beauty.
This is phenomenal. And I know fucking Robbie told me you'll just straight up lie to get jobs if you have to. I learned early.
I learned early that you say you can do anything. If they ask you, can you do it? Yes, I can ride horses. Yes. Bareback. What are you talking?
Bareback. Slide saddle. You want me to hit slide saddle? I'll fucking wear a beret and fucking hit slide saddle. Smoke a long cigarette for your ass.
You're damn right. And I'll Photoshop a fucking picture of me on with Don Cheadle's body riding a horse somewhere.
Yes. I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna start doing Chris Evans' body, my face.
That's it. Everything. Do I fly? You're damn right. I fly, mother.
Of course. I got every single driver's license you ever heard of. I do pickup trucks. I do motorcycles, motherfucker.
Absolutely. Okay. That has gotten me because why would you want to lose a job? Why would you want to lose a job because you said that you can't do something when it usually doesn't? Look, I know you guys told you this story, Robbie, but I got the reason I really started that was because I did these commercials with Ray Lewis, and I told
the football player,
yeah, and I told them that I played right after that, right after the murder, right after that. You're in with them. This is 2005. I did some commercial with Ray Lewis.
Uh-huh.
And the way I got that commercial, because I show up to the audition and they're looking for football players only. And I said, football players, my team won state championship this year.
Did you play?
No, I never played football in my life. I never played Pee Wee football.
Oh my God.
So one of the guys that was on it, he played for a college. He was a D1 football player. He was like, he thought I was funny because he was like, man, you lied and now you're here. I was like, yeah, man, whatever. so they hired me to be the guy. There was one specific commercial where Ray Lewis is holding the tackling dummy and they needed a guy to be running at it. They picked me to do that. Oof. So the director's like, get down in the 3-point stance. I'm like,
he does the jump shot. He does the 3-point jumper shot. He leans back.
Wait, Tarik, didn't you not? You had no idea how to put the pads on too, right?
I didn't know how to put the pads on. I had this guy, so I did get an ally because the guy who thought I was funny that I lied, he was like, all right, I got you. So the first thing I told him was, yo, put these pads on for me, bro. And like, you gotta put them on.
It's got you think a bra's complicated. Football pads. That's why football players are good at taking off bras because they got 14 straps on their fucking pants.
It's crazy. It's Michael Jackson vest type of straps on that.
Yes. I played one season.
Did you? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So you could actually not bullshit if you're doing that. But
nah,
I did that. It was worth it. Ray Lewis was cool as hell, and it was and I learned that you just tell them you can do anything.
You told your way into an Academy Award winning film.
Yeah. 3-time Academy Award winning film, Whiplash. I played a pianist.
Have you played any piano prior to booking the pianist role?
I can play little things. Like I can play Free Willy song from Michael Jackson, Hold Me Like the River of Jordan. I can play that song. I can play, but no, I can't really play the piano. Damien Chazelle was not a huge director. He directed La La Land. What was the other one with the astronaut? First Man, and Whiplash. And I just basically told them that I could play the piano. They didn't have a piano at the audition, so they got these guys with trumpets and tubas and saxophones, and they got no piano. So I just said, look, if you don't have a piano, I can tell you I can play. So I booked the part because they wanted an actor.
You put it on them. You said, your ass didn't bring it. I mean, if you had an elephant, I'll show you. I'm a trainer, bro. You just put it on them. Hey, if you were prepared, motherfuckers, I would have dazzled you. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. You put it on them.
Yes.
You put it on them. And I got the part. And then before I did the movie, I wrote Damien Chazelle an email. I said, hey man, you sent me sheet music. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to play. It's pretty complicated stuff. This is the most complicated jazz of all time.
Of course.
So so they get a guy to play with my kind of fingers, and he goes in and plays when they need me to play the piano real close. But otherwise, I'm out there fronting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. And what a movie. Robbie and I both know we both had some of the worst fights of our lives with our girlfriends after watching Whiplash. So I just want to say, fuck you, bro. Okay.
I love the movie. I think it's one of the best
love the
movies.
movie.
But yeah, it came out around Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
In 2015.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
And the message of the movie was about like picking love over your passion, stuff like that. Not a good Valentine's Day movie.
I didn't even connect that. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. It is about he actually but you know what? But if you look at it, he actually learns that he should have maybe kept her around, because at the end he tries to get her back, but she's with some other dude. He invites her to the show that he's doing. So it was actually a mistake. It was actually a mistake he made. If we're spoiler alert for any Whiplash.
We could spoil that. We could spoil
years. And then your biggest, probably the longest time you were on TV was One Life to Live, right? When you were.
Yeah, it was
I did the One Life to Live, and wasn't Michael B. Jordan at the same time? Like similar careers on All My Children.
He was on All My Children. I was on One Life to Live. I was the only black guy. There was an older black guy on the show, but he was like 50. I was the only young black guy on the show. Mike was the only young black guy on his show. And so I kind of like always watched what he was doing. Like I would watch the soaps when I was on. But I was remembering that show. And I remember something that I had forgotten. But one time, one of my first days on that show, there is this girl. She is hot as hell. Her name is Danielle Harris. Okay, she plays the hot girl in Harold Kumar, right?
Okay, I'm about it. And I know I'm about it.
She's smoking hot.
Yes.
Now I was 19 at the time when I got on that show, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't. I was an actor, like kind of, like I did stuff and I could say lines, but
You're
didn't.
barely a person. You're 19. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I show up and I'm like kind of like I'm the youngest person in the house that I'm living in on the show, and so all right. So there's a scene going on in the living room, but it's like the main focus is on two people. And we were also in the room. We're like dirtying the shot.
Sure.
So she and I are talking, and they tell us, yeah, you guys just improv. So she starts talking to me. She's like, hey, you looking really nice in that shirt. Now, I'm not an actor, but I know what to do with a pretty lady that's talking to me like that. I'm like, all right, she's putting it out there. Cool. I say, yeah. I say, actually, I was looking at you earlier when this is where I fucked up. When I walked up in the studio, I saw you, and now I broke the fourth wall. Okay.
Yes.
I
fucked your flirting game up.
I broke it. I broke the fourth wall. So I take like 3 steps away, and I realized, oh shit, she was improv.
Yes.
Yo.
No, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
Yo, so embarrassing, bro.
Did you address it? Did you two ever talk about it?
Never talked about it because she knew. Like I saw her face change when I said studio, and I was like, oh, okay. And then the director's like, cut. And I'm like, I walk off. I'm like, oh shit, she was improv. So yeah, like
you thought that she was taking the moment. She goes, I'll wait till the scene starts and then I'll tell this dude what I think about him. But
because we weren't on
mic.
Yeah,
you were just supposed to be in the back talking. Bullshit.
Exactly. Like the way the soaps are set up, it's 3 cameras, right?
Yeah.
It's ABC cameras, and then you know which one is hot from it has red on top of it. Yeah. So that's basically how it's set up. So it was like it was like the middle camera, it was like a wide camera. And I'm like, oh yeah, okay. She wants to get into it. Let's get into it. Yeah. I was just remembering that shit was so embarrassing, but. Yeah, good times.
Wow. So what was it like to see, like, so you were like at Michael B. Jordan's level. What do you feel like, wow, I can't believe where he's gone?
I never felt like I was at Michael B. Jordan's level because
I'm putting that on you, bro. I used to walk. He would come into auditions and he was younger than me, but he could play about my age. He just always got special treatment. I always saw like the casting lady came out. Oh, hi, Michael, blah, blah, blah. Michael was like a golden child before he even popped. He was already treated like that. He had such a substantial. So for me to watch Mike do what he's done, I've also had conversations with him after, like well after he got famous. Yeah.
To watch what he's done is just inspiring, really. It's just I know he's a dude from Jersey. He's another guy from Jersey.
Yeah. I hear that. I heard that. I don't know if this is true, but I heard his mom is like the ultimate stage mom, though.
Oh, you know what? I never saw his mom at auditions but this is like he was post 17, 18 when I started seeing him. Yeah.
Okay. I guess that's just the fucking rumor mills. You know what I'm saying? So who the fuck?
I would believe that he has I imagine his parents are very strong parts of his life, his success.
Tarik was his own stage mom in the
office. Yeah, exactly.
He didn't need.
I didn't need no mom upstage in my stage mom.
No, that's awesome.
When you were on One Life to Live, you would drive home. You've told me this story before, that you would drive home the producers, that you didn't realize they took the subway.
Yeah, I didn't realize. I mean, because I had just started getting money, and I was 19. I bought a Honda Del Sol convertible.
Okay,
like ruby red.
I love
the biggest rims.
You have to get a Honda, but you say fucking convertible rims, like you're getting a mid-level, but you're like, I'm gonna deck it out.
Exactly, that's what you did back then. I put the system in it. I put chrome rims on it. I'm riding to work, and people are like, oh shit, like looking at me like, and I'm like, I'm a young kid. You know,
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm out here. We're playing music. I'm playing Young Guns or Jay-Z loud as hell and rolling up. And then I realized that the executive producer of the show took the subway.
Wow.
I'm spending $46 every single day on parking the damn car.
Yes.
And crossing the bridge.
You were doing the GW.
I'm doing a GW, yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm spending $46 every single day to park this damn car, and this guy is a multi-millionaire, and he's taking the subway. You know, it's hard being black sometimes, man. You know, it ain't easy. You know?
My God, oh my
hard being
God.
black.
Did you waste money on anything else besides that? Besides this car?
Let me tell you how fast I went broke. I went broke so fast. They told me on a Thursday, right? This is how you get fired from a soap opera.
Okay.
Since there's no residual, they don't keep showing it. It's one time they show it, it's over.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You basically are making whatever you're making for that week. You live in if you're spending that whole check, you live in check to check.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I was partying. I was living the life. I had a fake ID. I was friends with the castmates. We would go out. I was partying, buying drinks, bottles, whatever, spending all the money. The executive producer, the same guy who took the taxi, takes the subway every day. He walks over to me on a Thursday and he goes, "Hey, Tarik, did you read the script?" I said, oh no, I haven't read it yet. He's like, "Okay," and he just walks off. I read it. The script is cool. Everything's going good. And then I see some arsonist is in like my apartment building. I'm like, what the fuck is that about?
Oh, what the?
And the next scene is me on a gurney in the hospital.
No.
Fucking yeah. And this arsonist burns my apartment, my whole building down.
Wow. And that's how you found out you were fired.
And that's how I found I was fired. So I came to shoot that on a Monday. I got it on a Thursday. I came to shoot it on Monday. I was broke by Monday. I spent all my money. I was thinking I was gonna get another, 6 months, a year or something on the show.
Yeah.
I'd spent all my money. I might have had $1,000 saved or something.
That's
crazy.
tough. That's tough. Being an actor is hard. But you've been fucking working. It's truly incredible how much you work, bro.
I've been fortunate. I would say I get a handful of things every year. I get like 2 or 3 things every year. And whether they're big or small, I'm not in control of.
Yes.
But I consistently get between voice and acting and television and everything work I get every year. And that's the only consistency that I believe I have. You book no auditions that you go for. I mean, it's just like,
yes.
It's hard as shit. If you're an actor watching this, yes, we all go through it. You go on 100, you might get none of them.
And that's why I think like your advice about like hyping yourself up is real, and like something you need to do, or else you'll just quit.
Precisely. You're going to need that.
Yes. All I hear is no. It's not even no's. I just hear nothing. There's just so many nothings.
Nothing.
Showbiz loves to tell you nothing.
Yeah.
Nobody ever says they don't like you. Everyone just waits and they go, "Oh, we always love Sebastian." You know what I mean? We always love blah blah means they were waiting for you to pop.
Right now, what kind of psychological gymnastics would you have to do to every time you hear nothing or no, be like, those people are crazy?
Yes.
That's how you find it. You got to have that feeling. These motherfuckers are crazy and they're going to regret that shit.
They don't know yet. It's hard. That's why it's like important that you have other shit going on in your life, or else you're going to end up just partying away, because you need to keep that mind occupied with other shit as an actor. Absolutely, man. This microphone keeps me alive, man. This microphone. I do a lot of voiceover. Yeah. And that's been what's able to hold me down. Like, and honestly, acting's just fun. It's just fun to be able to the opportunity. Even when I'm doing this by myself, I just turn, anyway, let's get some funny shit. What's up?
You shot a movie in Iowa. And that
yes. I'm waiting for that to come out. I shot a movie where I play a newly freed slave with a family of 3 kids and 4 kids actually. Yeah, an older daughter and 3 kids. We're actually shooting at a real barn. Like they found this home and this place that's like old school, but they actually have real cows, real horses, real chicken, everything in there. So I'm running into a barn with a knife in my hand.
Okay.
Looking because I think that something happened to my son. So I'm like coming out and I'm like angry, like knife in my hand is running out. And I run into this barn and there's this white guy, farmer dude in there who sees me with a knife in my hand in character, like, and he said, this guy, like, fucking loses his mind. And he had every right to. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, man. I'm sorry. Like, this is fake. All of this is, you know what I mean?
This
but
is
like,
fake. You start pretending to stab yourself. Like,
no, it was a real knife. It was a real knife. Yeah, it
You're,
was a totally real knife.
You were so scary. That's
I was
so scary.
so scary to this guy.
He had no idea.
And he was just a dude that owned the farm.
He didn't even own the farm. He was like a worker who was working with the animals, but he had come into the barn, but we were shooting outside of the barn. So you know when they got to get you in going into a place? Yes, I'm just going into the place, but we're not shooting in there. So nothing's going on in there. And he sees me running angry with a knife in my hand right at him. Can you imagine?
Yeah. Jesus. That's scary. You had a real knife. You ran at a stranger.
Totally scary, man. I felt bad for that guy.
Acting it allows you to do fucking stuff that you'll never get to do in real life. Because I don't imagine you're a dude that would do that in real life. So it's fun to get to do. You got that experience now.
Absolutely, man. I think that people are surprised sometimes when they see stuff like that. I was on a show called Outsiders, and
like the book or
no. It was about these it was about these like white people who have lived on a mountain imagine the white people were the Native Americans. It was like white people that lived on this mountain peacefully for like 200 years, and now they have they found out that there's like oil underneath the mountain.
Okay, yeah.
So they got to come in and drill. And I play one of the guys who was an old oil guy who has been out of a job for a little while. And in the show, like I did everything like that, you know.
Oh,
I did, and so I would be.
Wow, we talk about sexy voice, bro, on this podcast. That was a sexy voice, dude. You just turned it on. I caught feelings, bro. My heart went boom, boom. Holy fuck, dude! I got all flushed in the face. Jesus, do it one time again for the hotties. One more time for the hotties.
So what we talking about here? So I'm doing that. So I made the choice to do that on the in the audition. And it was a kind of a wild choice. My first line in the audition, I think I can remember my first line in the audition was it was talking to my sister. I go, "Where you been, baby girl?" She goes, I was out with my friend. She's like, I was out with Naomi. I go, was a white boy there with you?
Oh my God.
You know? So I do that in the audition.
People are straight jerking off to the podcast right now. I just want to let you know, shit just took a turn, okay?
Get it.
Yes. But that's a norm for this pod, so don't worry.
Yeah, that won't be the first time.
No, it won't be the first, won't be the last, people.
Won't be the last. So I go do that in the audition, and when they call me back, I tell my agent at the time, Ken Lee, I was like, yo, he's like, yeah, they really liked you for Outsiders. I was like, oh man, I was doing some like weird voice thing. He's like, I was like, ask them if I should do that again. He doesn't even ask them. He goes, Tarik, do exactly what you did last time. So now I walk in there. Where you been, baby girl? You know, and everything's coming from that space. So then I would be on the set talking with the extras like this. And then I would go into it, and then they would be like, all right, we're back into it. And these people never see me act. This is in the first season. They never see me act before, and then I go right into it. Yeah, where you been, baby girl?
They must have freaked. They did a double take.
Immediately. So I loved it. What that revealed to me was that this is a place you can find a different person that's in yourself. Acting is a world you can find that different person inside yourself. Not just bring yourself to it, but you can actually find that character in you.
This is interesting because a lot of the way I look at acting is bringing Sebastian to the script, but you look at it as like disappearing a little bit.
I also look at it like the way you look at it as well. Sometimes if it's something that's easily relatable to me, then I'm gonna bring myself to it. If I'm, but if I'm playing a guy that, like I played a reverend on Major Crimes, I wanted to try and do something with him.
Yes.
So I tried to add a little bit of Terrence Howard.
Okay, and there are
yeah.
no more wops in the audience. Okay, everything just said. All the outies turned into innies, bro. That was scary as fuck when you just said. Hit me with that one more time, bro. Hit me with the one more time.
I threw a little bit of Terrence Howard into it. and so like for me, the fun of that was, okay, now I get to play a guy that is not me, and now I get to see how I can make this person.
Yeah.
That's fun too.
And did you have training? Did you go to acting school?
Yeah. I did. Okay. I didn't go to college for acting.
Nah.
Which one, in hindsight, when I look back, I wish I would have.
The fucking losers. You would have been fucking. You would have taken your shoes off in every room you walked into. Okay, that's fucking. Yeah. You've been doing back massage circles all day long. Okay, you got other.
There's been some bad habits get developed in those colleges.
Yes,
some bad habits for sure.
I've taught improv at some college conservatories, like acting schools, and. I mean, I love the paycheck, but the students, I just have to be like, what's happening a lot of the time? You know what I mean? A lot of people running out of class because something is so dramatic. A lot of emotions are just flying wild in those acting schools.
Yeah. So that's that. I mean, I think I would have been able to shed that shit though, because I was always auditioning and stuff and had to be real and had people be like, hey, let's bring it down a little bit. You can, So
yes,
I was getting adjusted a lot, but I wish I would have. I wish I would have gone to school for it, but I don't remember why did I get into that.
I was asking, where'd you study?
So basically I studied with this lady named Anne Rattray. She was in New York. She was like a very good TV. A lot of people on television study with her. Helen Hunt studies with her. Used to study with her, and
something's got to give. Please shout out. Something's got to give. Okay.
Yeah, that's excellent. And so I studied with her for a while, and then I came to LA. I studied I studied Meisner at the Playhouse West, where Sanford Meisner worked before he died.
See, for me, how did you allow yourself to get to a place to do all this hippy dippy stuff? You seem like such a real dude.
Oh, I'm hippy dippy too, bro.
You are?
Yeah.
You are? What shoes are you wearing right now? Do you have some fucking moccasins on, bro? What's happening over here? He's got slides. Okay, he's my boy still. He's my boy.
I'm chilling.
You're not that
You
hippy.
don't gotta tell me, bro. You don't gotta tell me. You know your boy's rocking slides right now.
There it is. That's it. I'm comfy.
Yeah,
but okay, here's why I think I'm hippie. I think I'm hippie because I smoked a toad's venom and experienced death before.
What the fuck do you mean? Wait, you can't just drop I smoked toad's venom.
That's that is as real as this table is.
You're talking like the Vice News toad's venom, like a Vice reporter. You went down to South America and smoked some shit.
I did it right in New York City.
Wow, you did it. You went to the bodega and you hit the toad's venom and you go, I'm gonna get me some fucking Cheetos downstairs, and an Arizona can.
I'm sorry, but this is one of those subjects that I swear is not funny.
Okay, all right. It's okay. Honestly, bro, can I be honest? You were funnier than almost every comedian we've brought on this podcast.
Oh man, that's great.
That's what I told him.
I appreciate that.
He's like, I'm not a comedian. I'm like, Tarik, you're fucking hilarious.
I'd be real. I think my thing is being real. I think that is where anything can be. Look, I think I heard a quote. I hope I can remember it. Mm-hmm. I can't remember. I'm not gonna be able to remember it. But it was basically saying, if you're real to someone, you're telling their story too. If you're being honest, you're telling their story too.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's how I think about it. But about the toad, like basically, I got obsessed. I heard Mike Tyson talk about 5-MeO DMT.
This is where all the hippies out there are getting into it because of Mike Tyson. You know what I mean? He's promoting free love.
That's how I found it. Then I heard Joe Rogan talking about it, and I said, "Man, I gotta locate this." So I was obsessed with it for about 6 months. I learned everything about it.
And you've self-proclaimed yourself as the Wayne Gretzky of finding drugs.
Exactly.
Yes.
I used to be the Wayne Gretzky of finding drugs in any country in the world. I've been to a lot of them.
Dude,
So-
you got to get a deal with Bed Bath & Beyond for these quotables, bro. All I'm saying, I can see them in dorm rooms across the world.
Holla at me, Hallmark.
Holla.
So I've tracked down this guy, a shaman, and he I call him and he's like, yo, I'm coming to New York in 2 days.
Wow.
So I said, okay, well, let's do it in 2 days.
Woo, that's a quick turnaround.
Yeah, no, totally. So I'm scared as shit because basically, and you can look this up, they call it the God molecule.
Yep.
It's released in your body upon death and birth.
Yeah.
And if you smoke it, it's the only place you can find 5-MeO DMT. It's not the same as DMT, which is actually NN-DMT. It's a different compound. This is not a visual one. DMT is visual. It's the white guy fun high, right? It's a cool, like, I saw elves and blah blah. It's like trippy shit. This was not that. So I tell myself, all right, I'm gonna do it this day. If anything turns me off to this experience, I'm not going to show up. If something feels wrong, because I'm going to have to experience death. That's what it is. You smoke it and you die. You experience whatever happens. That's what they say. You experience what happens with death.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have gotten PTSD after smoking it. So I say, if anything turns me off to this experience, I'm not doing it. It's a beautiful day in New York City. I walk from my apartment to this place. The numbers on the wall were 1, 2, 3, and I was thinking to myself, it's as easy as.
Yes, that's a sign, bro.
I know. And I walked up. It was on the top floor of a loft, and as soon as I opened the door, these two gentlemen greeted me, and I could just feel their energy. They were good, and I was like, wow, I'm about to die right now.
Shit.
And I got on the.
I'm nervous right now, to be honest. You telling this story, I'm fucking getting back chills.
This is real shit. This is real shit. This is not no games.
No.
So I go, I sit down on this. They have a mattress in the middle of this huge room. I got it all on tape too. And
it's like when you go skydiving. They go, you pay extra for the tape if you want.
Absolutely. And I'm so glad I got it on tape too, for a number of reasons. So I sit down. The guys, they tell me what I'm gonna do. I already knew that you got to breathe this thing in and hold it for like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
So I tell myself, all right, so boom, the guy goes, take a little bit first. He gives me 1/5 of what he was going to give me.
Yeah.
I smoke it. I start feeling crazy. And it's just like the world shuts down. I go blind and I'm like, oh shit, this is real shit.
Yeah.
And I come back out of it. It takes me like 5 minutes to come out of it. And I'm like, wow. He's like, yeah, that's a 1/5 of what you're about to do. I was like, dude, I don't know, man. I think I think I'm good, man. I think I actually got something out of that. He's like, trust me. I saw how you handled that. You can do this. Do the whole thing.
Oh my God.
And I was like, all right.
Okay.
I take the pipe. He lights it. It gets real foamy, like a milky fog inside of this bowl. It's like a crack. It's not even a crack. It's like a meth pipe.
Oh my God.
It gets this milky foam comes out. I breathe it in. I hold it for 20 seconds.
Yeah.
On the video, you can see me open my eyes for 1 second. By then, I was already gone, completely blind. I close my eyes and fall back in a perfect yoga, like fingers pose back. I lay like that for 19 minutes. The only thing I said completely unconscious.
Could you guess what it is, Sebastian?
No, I can't. We're all one or something like that.
Close.
The only thing I said completely unconscious was, I will never be the same.
Oh, I thought you said something about God.
I said, I will never be the same. Wow. Then when I came to, I started saying a bunch of shit. I started saying the God thing and all that stuff.
Did you say I'm God or something like that?
Yeah. No, when I came to, I said, I just became God. Yeah. And then
I just became God. It's such a quote. You are so fucking funny.
And now what happened in that exchange when I smoked it was that, and it's very difficult to describe. Anybody who's done it before, probably not many people have done it before, but if you have any interest and you do it, it's very difficult to describe what happens there. But what I felt was I became nothing. The me as a person dissolved, and I was everything, and I was in the bloodstream of God. The only part of the experience I feel like is impossible to understand if you don't do it is that I was there for eternity.
Sure. It was, even though it was only 20 minutes.
There's no concept of time. I was there for eternity. I lived there for eternity, and I came back to this body in a new space, but I was there for eternity. I was there so long time doesn't exist, but I was there so long in my soul that I was like, okay, this is home. This is home. I love home. And death is going to be a beautiful experience for all of you guys.
Called, for reference,
it's going to be a beautiful experience.
That week, he called me and he's like, Robbie. I'm like, what's up? He's like, I don't fear death anymore. I'm like, wait, what? That was like the first thing he
That's
said.
a conversation starter.
And then
he's
like, I ended up doing.
Hold on, I'm going to need a minute for this phone call, okay?
He's like, I did the DMT. You got to come over. I'll tell you about it. But that was what.
Death is going to be a beautiful experience for all of us.
Honestly, I could cry because death is scary as fuck to me, right? And this is like, I know everyone that's done it usually says it's a beautiful experience. Unless the people that have PTSD, and maybe that's what hell is. You know what I mean?
Nah, some people get PTSD because they fight the feeling. At some point, it makes you make a decision. Am I going to be in fear of this? Because you can feel, imagine, the only way I could describe it, imagine your world is a screen and you can feel the screens closing in on you. And you're like, oh my God, what happens when it closes? Wait, what happens when it closes? What's going to happen when it closes? If you do that, you will have PTSD. I felt it closing and realized, oh shit, I'm here. I'm doing this. All right, let's go. Instead of having the opposite, that was how I treated it, and I went.
Wow, you are a beautiful soul, bro. You are a beautiful soul.
Thank you, Sebastian. I
appreciate that. Oh my God, I can't even with you, bro.
That's real shit, man.
This is some real shit.
That's his hippy dippy side, I guess.
So yes, you are hippy dippy.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You gotta tell Goop thinks she's hippy dippy. Get the fuck out of here,
Get
bro.
out of here with that shit.
Yeah.
This is real hippy dippy shit, man.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, no, it was the most incredible experience that I've experienced. I haven't had my child yet. I'm gonna have my baby. My daughter is gonna be born in April. I'm sure that will be an experience that will trump. Oh, it's hard to even use that word anymore.
Yes. Yes. We don't want to say your baby trumping anything.
Yeah, I don't want my baby's not gonna trump nothing. Damn, you can't even say Trump no more. It's
nah.
Crazy. Oh, yo, I was thinking about this. How the fuck does the president get the right to pardon people? Right? Like, why are we the only country that actually was like, yo, you know what? The president should be able to let his friends out of jail. That's the dumbest shit ever.
It's the people that make the rules benefit from the rules. That's why.
Right. But that's so crazy though. Like, how does that even why is that even a job we give this guy? Like, oh, yo, on top of being president, yo, you get anybody out of jail.
Yes. That's the movie Hall Pass. It's just him and he gets to do whatever the fuck he wants.
His whole shit has been Hall Pass. That's his movie. His whole movie's been Hall Pass. It's just craziness. But how does that, like, you ever think, like, I feel like as we got to relook at that too. Like if we're gonna move forward, we gotta look at that. Yo, this guy let murderers who kill kids and women out of prison, bro. He's let his friends and his friends' fathers out. If you were his friend's father, you getting out of prison. You know
who I feel bad for? The one dude that thought he was boys with Trump and he's just waiting for the call and he never got it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's like, I thought we were tight. I thought we were like that.
Trump's coming through.
You know what I
mean?
Me. That's when you find out who your real friends are. Once it was like, oh, it's New Year's Eve. I didn't get the call from him, bro. I guess I'm sitting home alone tonight.
It was definitely a black dude too. He was in the shower. Was like, 100%. Oh man, you heard Trump president now. I ain't blood no more, motherfucker. I'll be home too.
Wow.
Oh, yo. Trump
Yo.
didn't let Trump didn't let no brothers out though.
No, but that's not a surprise to any of us. That's
No,
not
no.
a surprise for that fucking asshole.
Nah.
Yo, honestly, I can't believe you were so fucking funny and good on this shit.
Nah,
Yeah, I
man.
told you Tarik was gonna be great.
You were phenomenal. This was literally the easy. You're coming back. We got a return guest. He's coming back. I
Hey,
called
man.
it right now.
I love to come back, man. I love this show. I love what you guys are doing. You're fucking hilarious. Both of you motherfuckers are great. I love Robbie. That's my man. Like
I know.
pots and pans. Like
We didn't
one
even,
of
yeah.
my favorite people in the world, man.
We didn't even scratch the surface.
We didn't even.
Tarik-
We were
Tarik
supposed
has
to
so
talk about
many more
other
fucking
shits.
stories.
We were supposed to have a topic. We didn't even hit that shit. That's how you know it's popping off, right? We
Yeah,
didn't
man.
even hit the topic. We only were in intro mode the whole time.
It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. That's just how it flows. That's how it went today.
I love this. I love this.
I got more stories. I got celebrity stories. I got like kicked out of everything. I've been kicked out of everything. I've been kicked out of everything everywhere. I've been kicked out of bowling alleys, parties, nice colleges. I've been kicked out of everybody, everywhere.
Yes.
You
So
want to end on your DJ story?
Wow. I used to be a DJ.
okay, we're taking it down. We're getting serious for this one. I love this.
I used to be a DJ. My name was DJ Lowe X. My last name is Lowe. My name
Yeah.
is DJ Lowe X. Now, most people thought I'd be like throwing up X's and stuff. Most people thought it stood for, whatever, Lowe X is a cool name. It's low expectations. Please keep your expectations low. I was the worst DJ in Bergen County.
Yeah. Welcome to stage fair to moderate. Okay.
Fair and moderate. I was the worst DJ. So I had been booed, and I'm only gonna tell you one really quick one because I'd been booed 4 times before this one. But I was doing a party in actually the town that I grew up in, Teaneck, right?
Yeah.
They had this party over the summer. It was for like the high school kids that were like in some kind of camp thing. So I had so that day I had done 11 ecstasy pills.
Okay, a good amount. A good amount. Oh, you're almost trafficking ecstasy in your body at this point. Okay, let's be honest.
It was the worst, man. It was the worst. I'd done 11 ecstasy pills. Once again, I'm completely sober these days, guys. AA, 100%. But this is a story. This is my life. This is real shit.
Mm-hmm.
And so I show up to the party. See, now my thing was I was always on time. That was my DJ skill. You know what I'm saying? Like some people could cut, some people have just know how to mix well. I was punctual. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ever I never been late for nobody's party. So I prided myself on that.
Funk Flex too. I heard that he had good manners and showed up on time. Never peed on the toilet seats. Yeah.
Like, where I heard he showed up an hour early. So I show up 2 hours early to this party.
Beautiful.
And I'm pouring sweat down my forehead, carrying my stuff in. And the lady's like, relax, you got time. It's okay. It's okay. I'm like, no, I'm getting time. I'm on 11 ecstasy pills. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like over
What made you take 11 ecstasy pills before you went
the
to
guy
this
that I
party?
was buying from came to my parents' house at the time. I was at my parents' house. I was house sitting my parents' house.
Okay.
Okay. And the guy, he came over to the house. I said, how many pills you got? He said 11. I was like, all right, give me all of them. That's what made me take. So now I just started taking one an hour, every hour. And I did that for a 24-hour period and didn't sleep. And then up into the thing.
Oh, so it was a day before. And now this is the next day. It's the party. And you're still like.
Yeah, this is the same day.
Okay.
But I had run out by this point.
It's a bender. You're on a little bit of a moment.
I'm on a bender. Yeah. So I roll into the party. And I start seeing kids that I went to high school with. They're like counselors at this thing. And I'm like, oh shit, this is gonna be crazy. So now I'm doing the party, but I only had 2 CDs for every month. Okay. So imagine this is a mainstream CD and there's an urban CD. Now I only got 2 CDs for every month. So I don't have that much music. So kids are coming over to me like, yo, you got the Ron Browse, blah, blah, blah. I said, nah, man, I don't got that. Hey, you don't got this? Nah, man, I don't got that. So enough kids are asking me for stuff. I go, all right, I gotta do something, make a change because I'm feeling like I'm disappointing these people.
Yeah.
So I never did this, but I grabbed the microphone, I plug it into the deck. It was like a CDJ deck. It's old school. I grabbed the microphone, I go, you guys ready to party? Let's go. Now,
Did they
Where I-
respond?
they were like, kind of. Yeah. So
This
now,
was
where I-
before iPad. This was before iPods, before all that shit, before
this
MP3
2000
players. It was just
this,
CDs.
no, there were MP3 players around, but this is about 2007. This is about 2007.
Okay.
So I go, you guys ready to party? They're like, kind of. Let's go. Now I fucked up because I didn't cue the song. I normally listen to the song, but I knew the number of the song. So I just put the number of the song and I said, it's definitely going to be a song. I meant to play Party Like a Rock Star.
Okay.
I mixed up the mainstream CD with the urban CD and I play Hey There, Delilah. Room full of black people. And I cue them in. You guys ready to party? Let's go. Hey there, Delilah. What's it like in New York City? I'm 1,000 miles away, and girl, tonight. Oh my God, the booze that came in. Now I had a helper behind me. I had a helper. So I'm like, I turn around. This guy is nowhere to be found. I look, he's under the table because he's afraid they're gonna start throwing stuff. He's hiding under the table. So that was my fourth time being booed, and I go back to the office. It was the place was called Any Excuse for a Party, and the guy says to me, "Yeah, you know those people refuse to pay for you."
Oh my God.
How did you recover from Hey There, Delilah? Was it able to or no?
No. After Hey There, Delilah, I pressed the next track, and I think it was If I Have One Wish by Ray J.
My God. Oh my God. So you let Hey There, Delilah play the whole time. You didn't even pretend it was a mistake.
Yeah, I let it rock out.
You let the whole song ride. You let the whole song
I let it play, and then I turned okay, and then after I played one Wish, I killed the sound for a second because I was like, I gotta regroup because I put two terrible songs on.
Yes.
And no, shout out to Ray J though. Ray J, he was making good music, but I played two terrible songs. So anyway, so the guy goes back to so next day the guy goes, yeah, those people refuse to pay. They say their exact words were, "You're not a DJ."
You're not a DJ.
You're not a DJ. They wouldn't pay because the guy is not a DJ. Wow. I mean, how fucked up is that? I was playing music. I technically was a DJ.
100%. Undeniably. All signs point towards DJ.
Yeah, I was a DJ. I mean,
you were so bad that you weren't a DJ.
Yeah, they said that you're not a DJ. So after then, the guy stopped calling me, and that I've never spoken to him since then.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So don't hire low expectations.
Low X, baby, low X. Put them X's up, baby.
This is beautiful. This was a ride. This podcast was a fucking ride. I loved it, bro. You were bringing heat. You were fucking bringing fire. What do you want to plug?
Man, just blue flame. I want everybody to have a blue flame in their life. You know, I'm living life, living good, being happy. You know, love yourself. Do exactly what you want to do and serve. That's it.
I love this. This podcast couldn't have been more beautiful. This is what we're bringing. We only bring straight fucking blue flames to our fucking hotties out there. Robbie, what do you want to say?
That's it. Thanks for coming out, Tarik. This was fun. We'll definitely have to have you come back on.
We have to have you come back, and I'm not taking no as an answer. You're too good for us, okay?
For sure.
Yes. All right, everyone, thank you so much for listening to this episode. We got fire for you, ladies and gentlemen out there. This is awesome. All right. So I just want to say, please rate 5 stars, write a review. Okay. Call the number. We're doing solo episodes. We're playing your calls. All right. Robbie, hit the fucking music.